what will happen if I completed 100 push-ups a day. Do you honestly believe this is an excellent approach to gain muscle and strength? Do you know why people ask this question frequently? Because people prefer simple things instead of following ridiculous workout regimen, needing 5 types of machines and a lot of repetitions and rounds and 6 or 7 various exercises. The majority of people like to do an 10 sets of the same exercise. So doing 100 push-ups every day, it appears to be the most simple and basic choice. And if you are one of those people who ask this question frequently, you are in the right place. And of course, in the right place to get the right answer. And all what you need to know about doing 100 push-ups a day. So let's begin. Hi, this is Dr. Ishak, and if this is your first time watching my videos or visiting my channel, don't hesitate to click on the red subscribe button for more tips and tricks about exercise, diet, health, and everything related to fitness. So before we start our topic today, I need you to grab a pen and of course paper, and don't miss your cup of coffee, because this video is a little bit complicated and I want you to be fresh. So performing 100 push-ups every day, it depends on a variety of things. At the top is your fitness level. If you are a novice, 100 push-ups every day might be extremely difficult. If you can't do 4 or 5 or 6 reps in a row, you need more sets. And the issue here, if you do it every day, your body will struggle to adapt because your body doesn't get enough of recovery. So if you still want to do this challenge, you have to get off days, particularly in the first and in the second week. However, if you can complete 10 to 15 push-ups in a row with a good form, the 100 push-up a day will be quite difficult to achieve, and you may be capable to improve your strength and gain muscle mass. And here is the same previous problem. If you don't get enough of recovery, you'll destroy your growth. You ought to be aware that your body regenerates itself during your sleep. By the way, if you can perform 30 push-ups or perhaps more, the 100 push-ups becomes easier task for you. Then there is no real challenge to do it each day, because the stimulation is not adequate to produce major result. Keep in mind, in order to achieve an efficient challenge, it must be suited to your ability level and of course your aim. And the following issue is your pace while doing your exercise. Imagine with me, if you perform 100 push-ups with 2 seconds for each rep, at the end you put your muscles under tension for 200 seconds. But if you perform 100 push-ups with 5 seconds for each rep, at the end the time under tension will be 500 seconds. You see the difference? The same exercise, the same reps, but the challenge and the difficulty are triple. So repeating the same exercise with the same sets and reps and the same intensity will provide what? Nothing, no outcomes over time. If you are a novice, yeah, you can see a good result in the first few weeks. So how can we solve this problem? Fixing this problem is simple. You can just lower your reps, as we mentioned in this previous video, as well as you can modify the number of reps. So for example, if you are a beginner, you can start with the 50 or 60 reps. Actually, I advise the 3 of my athletes to perform 50 push-ups every single day. Why? Because they have a flaring elbow problem and I want to enhance their neuromuscular strength. Anyway, and if you are advanced, what do you think about 150 reps? 200 reps? Or even 220 reps? Yeah, excellent. Particularly if your goal and your aim is to enhance your stamina. However, if your aim to focus on strength and muscle mass, you have to stay in a low rep range. And to do that, you have to perform other forms of push-ups, like these exercises. what is the most efficient and manageable manner to perform push-ups every day? In fact, there are different ways, and it's relied entirely in your fitness level. The first option, you can split them through the day. You can do 10 or 12 reps. Then take your rest time for 1 hour or 1 hour and 15 minutes. Then do the next set. The second option, you can perform them in 5 sets of 20 reps with 2 to 3 minutes recovery between sets. The third option, you can perform 8 reps with less than 1 minute rest between sets. And the easiest one, if you are intermediate, you can set a timer on 10 or 12 minutes and start working out and try to achieve the 100 push-ups in that time. And when this time becomes more easier for you, try to reduce the amount of time. Before the end, there is a note I want to highlight. If performing hundreds of push-ups every single day with a bad form or an incorrect technique like arching your back or flaring your elbows or shrugging your shoulders or flat your feet, you are severely reducing the possible advantages of the exercise, and you could be really harming yourself. And to avoid this problem, definitely you have to check this playlist. It's contained 4 videos to help you to do a perfect push-up, step by step. That's it for today, and I hope I was able to make the image more obvious for you. And I hope you get the right answer and you get all what you need to know about doing 100 push-ups a day. So guys, if you see the content of this video useful for you, try to click in the red subscribe button, followed by the bell icon to make sure that you never miss a bit. If God willing, I see you in the next video.